lost all my woke, liberated friends, y'all, because how dare I support somebody that they're not supporting? How dare I vote for somebody that they're not voting for? Because how dare I dare to be different? How dare I not think like them? Wow. Like, truly, ever since I've come out and showed my support to Donald Trump, the amount of hate I get my way, the amount of people that literally message me telling me to go off myself, the amount of messages, the amount of people that are like reporting my page. You know how many Kamala supporting videos I watch on a regular? Many. You think I reported? No. Do you think I'm messaging? You think I'm going out of my way to message them to go kill themselves? No, because unlike y'all, I'm actually respectful of other people's opinions. But you guys are not. Y'all are the most hateful people. Y'all are bullies. That's what y'all are. And I'm so glad I actually went public with my support to Donald Trump, because I've never experienced this much hate ever in my life. 3.5 years ago when I was supporting Biden-Harris, everybody was backing me. You don't think Republicans or conservatives who wasn't voting for Biden-Harris saw my posts? They did. You think they were telling me to go jump off a bridge or to harm myself or how worthless I was? They weren't. So this literally just goes to show I'm on the right side.
And you know what's the funny thing about it? When I hear people that say that they went to a Trump, like I'm gonna tell you guys, look. If you're looking to get you a little snow bunny, if you're trying to get you a snow bunny, you know what the play is? Go to a Trump rally. I know Umar Johnson not gonna like that. I know that that's gonna be a problem for some of y'all when I say that. But when I hear people say, and I haven't been to one myself yet, but I'm looking forward to going to one because I know that he's going to probably stop again over here in Michigan somewhere in the Metro Detroit area and all of that. I'll be so busy. I'll be traveling and doing all that I'm doing. But I already know who I'm voting for. So, I just want to go just to experience it. I need to go to both. I need to go to a Kamala Harris rally, because I know she don't leave the airport hangar when she come here in Michigan. And then I'm going to go to a Trump rally and I'm going to tell y'all what the difference is. I'm going to document the difference. And I'm going to put it in one video. I'm going to do 2 separate videos in one video. But I heard that the play is if you go to a Trump rally and you a black man, all of the snow hares, not the snow hares, all of the snow bunnies. The snow hares is the older ones, I think, right? I don't know. But what I found is that the narratives are opposite. They're flipped, right? So they say that the racists and the people that are the least tolerant of somebody else's opinion is on the Trump side and the MAGA side. And so the media have painted this narrative to where it's basically like, if you are a Trump supporter, then you are the most vile creature on the face of this earth. When in reality, those are the ones that's the most logical. Honest to God, those are the people that are most logical. They want to hear your opinion. They don't even go off on you when I have conversations or I see people having conversations. And they're arguing on a perspective of Kamala Harris and they're trying to present a logical argument instead of getting volatile. They don't fight you on the fact that you exercising your right to vote and you're truly embracing living in a republic that allows for you to be able to cast your vote for whatever candidate. They absolutely disagree with you and they may even get passionate about their thoughts, but it's not going to be an ad hominem attack or put you down or anything like that. It's just standing on principle. And I can't speak for everybody. I'm speaking in general. I'm speaking for the majority and not the minority. Of course, you're going to have extremes on both sides. You're going to have extreme Republicans. You're going to have extreme Democrats. You're going to have extreme liberals. Extreme liberals is crazy. And you're going to have extreme conservatives, right? Or people that label themselves extremes when they come into the conservative side. But the reality is this. It's become flipped. So as a black person, and I can only speak for a black person because I'm a black person, as a black person, when you express your distaste for Democrats and you say, yo, I'm rolling with Republicans or I'm voting for Trump, it's like you would think that you got aliens coming out of your eyes. And it doesn't matter about the logic. It doesn't matter about the perspective. If you are not on code, then you are going to be looked at as a leper. That is a fact. You're going to be looked at as a leper from the black community. You're going to be looked at as a leper from your own family. They won't throw you out. Look, they will protect pedos in their own family and say, don't say nothing. The pedo and the dude that keep on having a little girl sitting on his lap, he going to be at the cookout. He going to be chilling, and everybody just going to make sure that their daughters, the people that know, going to make sure that their daughters and their sons ain't sitting on his lap, right? But he going to still be there. And Uncle Jason is just going to be there doing what he do on a regular basis. On chill. And ain't nobody going to trip. They going to protect them. And, I know, but 3 generations of women just been, and little boys has just been touched on in an entire family, and ain't nobody going to trip about it. However, here's the other side of it. Now, if you say that you don't align with the black community and you think that it's trash and that you don't not vote for Trump, cast him out. Somebody get him in the prayer line. They not praying for Uncle Jason. They not praying for Uncle Lester. Cast him out. Put some prayer oil on him and make sure that we get that devil up out of him. Now, what we ain't talking about is the fact that the devil really lives in the details of what it is that we talking about from the Democratic side. They do everything that is against the word of God. Most people that highlight and champion liberal policies, especially when it comes to all of this crazy stuff that's happening in the alphabet community and deleting the babies and all of this stuff, they champion and they live in on that side. They champion and they live in on that side, 100%. But on the flip side, if you say that you're voting for or you standing with conservative principles, which by default, most black people are conservative in general, then what? You are going to be labeled as a leper because you align more closely with what it is that we stand for as far as our Christian principles. And I'm not saying that everybody is a Christian, but most of us grew up in households or we grew up in the church or whatever like that. And there was something that was put into us that held us together, and those conservative principles are the things that we really stand for. But how do we switch over to the party that actually embraced racism and embraced not freeing of the slaves and ultimately leaned into these liberal principles where anybody can do anything whenever they want to and nobody has to be accountable for their actions? And then we've demonized God. But the word says that right is going to be wrong and wrong is going to be right in these times, and that's the way that it is, and it's unfortunate. So I would encourage people to stand in their principles and stand on what it is that you said, regardless of who it is that's against you, because the road there is going to be narrow. And when everybody else, and this is just a rule of thumb of how I've always lived my life, if everybody else is going down that path, if everybody is a part of the go along and get along gang, then I'm going to question it, because I don't want to do the thing that everybody else is doing, because the majority of the people is fucked up out here. They messed up. It's bad. It's bad. I don't care what they telling you on Instagram. I don't care how many cars they post up in front of the dealership. I don't care how many fake diamonds that they got on. It's bad out here. It is absolutely a tough situation to be in. So I would just encourage people to stand in their principles. If you know you're right, be open to the possibility of learning something new. And then make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. And shout out to Teach Henley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. We love Teach. Thank you, Teach, for continuing to rock out with us. And just have those uncomfortable conversations. Every once in a while, it'll land on people and they'll get some insight, and it'll bother them so much that they'll start doing their own research and realize that the party that they support the most, or voting based off of identity politics, is actually the worst thing for you. So I love you. I appreciate y'all. And shout out to the baby girl. I'm absolutely going to make sure that I put a link in the description to her profile in order to give credit to the content creators, regardless of whether I agree with them or not.